This K&N air intake system is designed to increase power and acceleration by reducing restriction in the intake path. K&N 69-7002 TTK air intake fits 2009 through 2013 Nissan Maxima with a 3.5-liter engine. The 69-7002 TTK air intake is not legal for highway use in California or other states adopting California emission standards. Check knfilters.com for an up-to-date list of the models this air intake fits and for a list of other CARB adoption states. K&N power testing showed an estimated power gain of 13.2 horsepower at 5,249 RPM with the 69-7002 TTK air intake installed on a 2009 Nissan Maxima with a 3.5-liter engine. Actual results will vary depending on the condition of the vehicle, mileage, weather, and other variables. With the air intake installed, we ran the vehicle on the dyno to test the sound comparison versus the stock intake. The intake system includes components that have been designed or matched to the needs of these vehicles to produce a safe horsepower increase. Detailed installation instructions are included with this kit. The tools needed for this install are shown. Turn off the ignition and disconnect the negative battery cable. Remove the 3 bolts that secure the fresh air intake duct. These bolts will be reused in a later step. Remove the fresh air intake duct from the vehicle. Release the crankcase vent hose spring clamp, and then disconnect the crankcase vent hose from the intake tube resonator chamber. Disconnect the mass air sensor electrical connection. Remove the airbox retaining bolt. This bolt is located at the rear of the airbox near the strut tower. Loosen the hose clamp that secures the intake tube to the airbox. Remove the stock airbox from the vehicle. Remove the 2 air filter housing mounting grommets. K&N recommends that customers do not discard the factory air intake. Remove the stock intake tube and intake tube resonator chambers. Pull the lower intake tube resonator chamber firmly to release it from the mounting grommet. Remove the lower front throttle body mounting bolt. This bolt will be reused in the next step. Using the bolt removed from the previous step, install the provided tube mounting bracket onto the throttle body. Install the provided edge trim onto the heat shield. Some trimming of the edge trim will be necessary. Install the provided edge trim into the hole of the heat shield. Some trimming of the edge trim will be necessary. Install the heat shield mounting bracket onto the heat shield. Install the shorter rubber-mounted stud onto the rear airbox mounting bracket. Be sure to place a larger fender washer on each side of the mounting bracket. Install the longer rubber-mounted stud onto the front airbox mounting bracket. Be sure to place a larger fender washer on each side of the mounting bracket. Install the heat shield assembly onto the rubber-mounted studs installed in the previous steps and secure with the provided hardware. Secure the heat shield mounting bracket to the airbox mounting bracket on the strut tower using the provided hardware. Reinstall the fresh air intake duct onto the core support and into the heat shield and secure with the factory bolts. Remove the 2 screws securing the mass air sensor and then remove the mass air sensor from the stock airbox. Install the mass air sensor into the K&N intake tube and secure with the provided hardware. Install the silicone hose onto the throttle body and secure with the provided hose clamp. Install the K&N intake tube into the silicone hose installed onto the throttle body and align it with the tube mounting bracket. Secure the intake tube with the hardware and hose clamp provided. Install the hose mender into the crankcase vent hose provided. Install the crankcase vent hose into the factory crankcase vent hose, and then connect the open end onto the K&N intake tube. Install the silicone hose onto the air filter adapter and secure with the provided hose clamp. Install the K&N air filter onto the air filter adapter assembly. Install the K&N air filter assembly onto the intake tube and secure with the provided hose clamp. Reconnect the mass air sensor electrical connection. Reconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Double check to make sure everything is tight and properly positioned before starting the vehicle. It will be necessary for all K&N high-flow air intake systems to be checked periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the above instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. K&N makes products for nearly every vehicle on the road. The K&N website allows you to search products by vehicle or dimension, download installation instructions, view dyno charts showing estimated horsepower gains for this product, and view product details. For information on where to buy K&N products, go to knfilters.com.